they call nuclear power plants, well, all that radiation, it just gets buried. You know, it just goes into the soil, right? It says, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. And that day is coming real soon. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed onto him by the Most High. Right? So there's a people on earth that their heritage is of the wicked. And that's the Edomites, that's the Caucasians. Right? And you can see it by their actions. Right? You can see it because they fulfill that part of the prophecy. Right? Going back to Isaiah 14 and I'm going to start at 20. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial. So they're not going to be on that level. The judgments that's coming for the Edomites is going to be worse than the judgment for the heathens, right? The other heathen nations. It says, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people, the seed. So hey, they be killing their own people. Right? They be going against their own people. Satan divided against Satan. Right? The seed of evildoers, right? So that's talking about the nation of evildoers, which are the Edomites, right? Shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, right? And these simps, they're not gonna like that. They don't like that line. They don't like to hear that. Prepare slaughter for his children, right? For the iniquity of their fathers, right? Because they said, it was my great grandfather that he was the slave master. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I just got the inheritance, you know. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. Because if you know the scriptures, you know that their forefathers are them for the reincarnation, right? It says, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. Because when that nuclear missile hit, boom, it spreads 360. Right? Saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have proposed, so shall it stand. Right? We're just the ones that we're gonna see this. You know? Lord willing, us being Lord willing, we're a part of the elect. You know? So we'll be able to see this with our own eyes. Right? That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulder. They're called the Assyrians because they're cruel. And the Assyrians, when we was in the Assyrian captivity, they were cruel. Right? This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. They're still worried. These people are still worried about, they got 5-year plans, they got 10-year plans. Where, hey, we could be, America could be destroyed in the 7th year. America could be destroyed next year. You know, we could be in World War III in 3 months. You know, but they're worried about where they gonna go to college, what they gonna do for their career, how they gonna make money, and where they gonna get their wife from, right? That's what these people are worried about. Hey, that's why they're gonna be suffering through these ailments. Their life is gonna get harder, right? And all the things that they love, it's gonna be stripped away from them. You know? And that's cool with us. You stay over there. You stay over there. We don't got nothing to do with that. Right? We're not going to take part in none of your wickedness. Right? We gonna stick with Yahawah by Hashem, Yahawashi. We're going to stick with what we know. Right? Right, that's all I'm gonna get from that one. Right. This is Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. And if you go to one of these Christian churches, they're gonna tell you it's a cumulonimbus cloud, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's different, they label different clouds. Let me show you. Right. Make sure the camera get this. They gonna say it's a cumulonimbus cloud, right? They're not gonna talk about the chariots. They're gonna say it's that. They're gonna say sweet Jesus is on a cumulonimbus cloud, right? Coming back to redeem the whole, to save the whole planet. That's what they're gonna say, right? But it's really talking about, when they're talking about rideth upon a swift cloud, it's talking about the chariots, right? And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. Because, hey, these idols of Egypt, so-called Jesus Christ, that's being moved at his presence, because we're breaking up the doctrine of the Christian church, proving that it is false. It has been it has been altered. You know, the doctrine that they push is for deception. You know, it says, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Hey, the heart of Egypt is melting right now. You see, these people are looking for mirth, but they're not getting any. You know. Like, hey, Apostle Tahar, well, during this whole Corona thing, he always said, oh, it's going to be a new normal, right? And then I was at work, and the lady said it like she was watching the videos. She said, oh, we're living in the new, this is going to be the new normal now, you know? I almost said Shalom. But, yeah, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. We're talking about Edomites against Edomites. And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Hey, this is the time for war, right? Hey, next year might be the year of war, you know? It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and thou shalt seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. Right? So what, they're going to be under martial law, they're going to be under strict, they said draconian laws. Right? And the water shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up. They shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. Right? It says, the paper reads by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. The fishers also shall mourn, and all they that cast angle into the brook shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the water shall languish, because that famine is coming. Moreover, they that work in fine flax, and they that weave network shall be confounded. Ooh. And they shall be broken in the purposes thereof, all that make sluices and ponds for fish. Surely the princes of Zoan are fools, the counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. And we know this is not talking about the old Egypt, because by the time Isaiah wrote this, Egypt is basically old news, right? We've been came out the land of Egypt, right? It says, how say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings. Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what the Lord of hosts have proposed upon Egypt. So, hey, y'all got all this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? You Edomites got all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Well, hey, tell us what's gonna happen in the future. Tell us the prophecies, right? Let us know, right? Let us know. We gonna, if you get it wrong, we're gonna correct you too. All right. It says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a man staggereth in his vomit. Ew. Right? So their understanding is so gross, and it's just grotesque. You know, they're all mixed and jumbled up. Right? Truth hath failed. Right? Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And in this year, in this 1 year, we surpassed the Great Depression, right? Let me read that again. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which this is spiritually Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do, right? You got unemployment at a sky high, the highest it's ever been in the nation, you know, the worst unemployment in history, right? Because it has to fit the prophecies. That's why, you know, all these other books what they call the Muslims couldn't predict this. They didn't know this, right? They didn't know this was gonna happen. And what are they? The Buddhists didn't know, right? The atheists didn't know, right? And even these Christians in the Christian church didn't know, right? The ones worshiping baby Jesus. How is he still baby Jesus when he died at 33, right? Why are you still messing with baby Jesus? Because you're all into this you're really into pagan worship, right? You're not worshiping the Son of the Most High. You're really worshiping you're worshiping the what is it, the so-called Virgin Mary, which is the it's like God of heaven, the goddess of heaven, or something like that, right? You're not worshiping the true power, right? That's just it just proves that you're more idiotic than we thought, you know. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Right? This nation is already building up that fear, because they know something bad is gonna happen. They know it's on the horizon. Right? Hey, we're out here telling you, you should catch a clue. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, right? Talking about the Israelites. everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it. Right? In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, and swear to the Lord of hosts. One shall be called the city of destruction. Right? In that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. And we're that altar, we're that sacrifice, right? And us doing this, we're gonna be saved, right? Lord willing, I'm part of that number, right? It says, and the Lord shall be known to Egypt, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord in that day, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. Yeah, they shall vow a vow unto the Lord and perform it. And the Lord shall smite Egypt, and he shall smite and heal it, and they shall return even unto the Lord, and he shall entreat them and shall heal them. Right? So that's the Israelite. We're being healed right now. Right? But no, hey, this place America is not gonna be healed. This place America is not gonna be healed. This place is gonna be utterly destroyed. Right? But hey, we gonna be built out of this land. We're gonna be taken from this land and put into our land. Right? So let's go.